All right. Hey fans, this is Adam talking. Good to see you again. Glad you're on my page. Subscribe, like, do whatever you got to do just to see the smile on my face. Today what I'm going to be talking about is the 90-10 rule and how can you improve your life today. Basically, I'm going to share with you principles from my life that I'm using to improve my life every day. And what are the best doing that, not everyone else is doing. That's essentially what the 90-10 rule is. So going into that, the 90-10 rule is this idea that what is 90% of people not doing that the 10% of people are doing, which is why the 10% owns 90% of everything. If that makes sense what I'm saying. So basically, what are the people doing that have everything that the people who don't have everything aren't doing? So the first thing I'm going to talk about is they're improving their lives every day. So how can we improve our lives every single day? How can we work towards that? How can we move towards that? So basically, the first thing I would advise anyone is practicing humility. So we can start something new. We can try something new. When we're first getting into something, we need to be humble. We're not going to be good at it right away. We're not going to be pros at it. So what we need to be is we need to be okay with failing a lot at the beginning. We need to be okay with not being great at something right off the bat, because you're never going to be great at something right off the bat. It takes practice, it takes time, and it takes humility to come back again and again to work on that stuff and to elevate your game. Nobody got there in one day. They say that Rome wasn't built in one day. It took 10 years for that whole moon project thing. It took a while. Things take time if you want to be great. So practice humility. Be okay with not being great at first. Second thing I'm going to be talking about, speak of humility, note card, refine your goals. Refine your goals. So when I say that, I mean, first of all, if you don't have goals, set some. Second of all, if you have goals, look at them, tweak them every day, every week. When you get the chance to, always refocus, always assess at the end of the week, how am I doing? Was I moving towards what I'm trying to do with my life? Ask yourself that all the time. How's it going? How is this project of mine going? Am I doing well? Am I lagging? What's going on? Why am I lagging? Refine your goals. Next thing, conserve and plan your time. Now, you got goals. Great. Awesome. Good for you. Now, conserve your time and plan your time so that you can work on those goals. Because a lot of times, we kind of got to do some other people's agendas, especially when we're first starting out. We're not going to just be able to work our own agenda right off the bat. And if you are, great. I mean, that's honestly good for you, but you're probably going to have to work through some bullshit before you get to the good stuff. You got to eat your vegetables before you get to the nice, juicy steak. So definitely always be conserving and planning your time. And that means cutting out crap that you don't need to spend time doing. Like, if you're really serious about being a whatever, if you want to be really good at something, you want to be a millionaire, you want to be something like the best in your field, I don't really know. Definitely cut out crap. Like, quit spending so much time on your phone, quit spending so much time at concerts, quit spending so much time drinking and partying, quit spending so much time doing things that just waste your time and don't actually better you. Yeah, that's kind of a call out. The second thing is demand a more principled you. Demand more out of yourself, and I mean with morals. Demand loyalty to the things that you care about, and those things will be loyal back to you. And if they're not, well, then you can cut them out. Always look for ways where you can just be kinder to others, be a better person in general. And that's a very vague statement, so I'm going to specify little things. Just do the little things. If you throw something away and you miss the trash can, just pick that shit up. If you see someone coming, hold the door for them. Stuff like that, little things, and they add up over time, and then you start to see big things, and then you start to see your overall purpose change in that direction of, well, I'm going to do the right thing, because one little thing, they start to add up, and you start to build momentum doing that. So continue on that path, for sure. Another thing is embrace the discipline. Embrace being disciplined. Embrace all of the hard crap that most people don't like to do. This is really where that part comes in, where what are the 10%, the top 10% doing that the other 90 aren't? What are they doing differently? They are typically, not always, but typically very disciplined. They very much have a very strong schedule. They have a very strict schedule. They follow a very set in stone regimen, and they do the little things every single day. They grind it out. You got to grind out the little things every single day. Work on the little things, the fundamentals of whatever it is you want to be good at. That's how you get good at them, because over time, like I said, that it's going to add up. It's going to add up a little more, until this one little step every single day turns into 1,000 steps over the course of 5-10 years, and you're that much better than everyone else who's just sitting around, screwing around watching Netflix or whatever. So definitely be more disciplined. The last thing I'm going to talk about is fight for what you believe in, and let that drive you. Let that push you forward, because that ultimately, if you don't have something driving you to be disciplined every day, if you don't have something behind all of these things you're doing, then you're going to run out of steam really fast. You're not going to have a reason you're doing it, and you're going to quit because of that. So have a reason, have something to fight for. And if you don't at first, that's fine. Just get started. At the very least, just get started. And as always, take my advice with a grain of salt. It's just what I know, and it's just what works for me. You do what works for you. Hopefully you can take something out of this video. Hopefully I shared with you some knowledge today. So I'm going to wrap this up by saying thank you for watching. Hope you have a wonderful night, wonderful day. Guapo out.